How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is episode 11 of my guide through in BDO. Nova just got released yesterday. I am on my Nova right now, so I got it to level 7 just by killing those foxes near spawn at the beginning of the game. And the reason right now I'm riding a horse with her is to stay logged on to this character as long as possible. If you are watching during the Nova release, you will also want to be doing this. You will want to be logged onto your Nova as much as humanly possible. And at this early stage of the game, we're not really set up for any life skills that I can use Nova for. So what I'm using her for is to train the level of my horses from the stable. And I'll go through why I want to stay logged on as long as possible in just a minute. But you don't want to just stand there and do nothing. So I took one of the horses that we put into the Velia stable out on my Nova. You have to be level 7 to do this, which is why I leveled up to to level 7 real quick. And I'm doing a repeat auto path. As you can see, this line is green. Before I go through how to do this repeat auto path, one thing I'd like to say is make sure you don't do a repeat auto path outside of a safe zone if you are either over level 50, because people will kill you. They'll just see you training your horse, your AFK. They will come up to you and kill you for no reason. It is a part of the game. It's your fault, honestly, for allowing yourself to be put in that situation. So don't blame the other guy. You shouldn't be doing that. And finally, if you're not on Olvia, so if you're above level 50, but you're on Olvia, I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm almost certain you can't PvP on Olvia. So you could do your horse training on Olvia freely. This is the path that I've just chosen. It's a nice long path. I've started at this fork on the crossroads here next to Logia Farm, and there's like another little fork over here just above Olvia. That's the auto path that I've chosen. But just to show you guys how you would set up a continuous auto path is find somewhere that, it's like, oh, it looks like I'm not going to get, well, actually, I might get caught. You want to find an open piece of land. This area isn't very good because you might get caught on something. So let's come, usually forks on the road. So if you zoom in on roads, you see this fork over here. Usually forks on the road is a pretty good place to pick for a starting point. And you want to go to somewhere else on your mini map that's also an open area. That area next to Logia Farm is an open one, so that's where I normally pick. Here we go. Yeah, this looks pretty open. I don't think we can get caught on anything over here. So what you're gonna do is find out up to where you want to go. Now you're going to hold left trigger on your Xbox controller, that's L2 for PlayStation players. You're going to press X, which is square for PlayStation players. That will give you a green line. If it's a green line, that means that this is a repeat auto path. If you do it incorrectly and you just do a regular one, it's going to be blue. So you will travel to this location and you will stop. But if you do it correctly, it's going to be green. And then you're going to auto path. And as you can see there, you get a little thing that's ticked, auto consume feed when stamina is low. So obviously, you don't want the stamina to run out on your horse. So make sure you got some special carrots in your inventory. This way, when your horse is about to run out of stamina, it will automatically eat a carrot so it can continue its level being trained. I actually somehow got interrupted. I think I might have accidentally interrupted myself by pressing a movement stick on my controller when I turned off my television last night, because my horse was in the middle of the path and not moving. So I only got up to level 5, unfortunately. But this looks like it's going to be a pretty good horse. We've already got Raw, Instant Excel Sprint, Force Chop. Obviously came with these two skills at the beginning. This one only really needs to learn Drift. So hopefully we get lucky with Cindy. I'm still holding out on the main horse that we're using, hoping that one levels up. But let's go over why you want to stay logged in onto your Nova as much as possible. So let's come up to these event rewards. So you have to be logged into your Nova to see these event rewards. But yeah. So if we scroll all the way down, you can see here there's a bunch of stacks. These are really good stacks. And cron stones for just staying logged in. Just staying logged in onto your Nova. So you have until January 20th to do this event quest. This is only available for new and returning players, so regular player base doesn't have access to these, but you guys do. And all you need to do is stay logged in onto this character. So if you stay logged in a total of 2,160 minutes, I think that's roughly 36 hours. So between 35 and 40 hours onto this character, you will get a 60 stack, a 50 stack, a 40 stack, a 30 stack, a 20 stack, and a 10 stack. And you will get, I can't be asked to do the math on the crons, but you are going to get a couple hundred crons. And in this early game, it's really going to help us out a lot. For hitting level 60 on our Nova, we're going to get 100 mil. 100 mil for hitting 59. We're also going to get these help kits for enhancing, loot scrolls which are priceless, Ilion tears which are really useful. This is great as well. This is for, what level is this one? 57. This Kaidak crystal is really useful as well, and it's like 30 mil. 20 mil for hitting level 56. And we get some blessed message scrolls. It's a lot. I'm not going to go over all of them, but yeah, we will get a lot of rewards for leveling up our Nova, and these are pretty sick rewards. We're going to be using these juices on our Ninja. It's going to be a lot more helpful on our Ninja compared to our Nova, since that's our main. These juices as well. But yeah, we will not be leveling up the Nova right now, though, because we need to be in a position where we can do this. And to be in that position, we need better armors and accessories still, which we will get by continuing our quest with our Ninja. So we will be logging off our Nova and logging back onto our Ninja. Once we've got all the quest accessories and quest accessories and quest armors, that's basically finishing all the main quests on our Ninja. That's still going to take a few more episodes. We will then be in a position where we can level up our Nova, and that's good because right now I doubt there is a lot of Nova weapons on the central market, which is what we are going to need to level her up. So let's have a quick look, shall we? 0 of everything. So let's put a pre-order down. Let's see which one's been selling the most. We got 870 Elshes, 998 as well. 1,000 of these, 83 of these have been sold. 169. Oops. 169 of these. 171 of those. 219 of these. Keep pressing the wrong one. Oh, now we're on the sub-weapons. RIP. I think I'm going to just put a pre-order for... This one that had 1,000? Yeah. So this had 1,000 items sell already. Wow. Why is this so expensive? Hello, game? Hello? Well, that's kind of disappointing. That's really expensive. What about the other ones? Yeah, these all... Okay, well, that doesn't count at all. But that's the expensive one. What else? Well, the price of these seem to have bumped up. Oh, here we go. This one is a decent price. So, we will put a... And you can't increase it to a plus 15. That's annoying. Well, we're going to run a pre-order and a plus 13 over here. That's a good price. This one's also a good price. We'll put a pre-order and a plus 13 there. That's also a good price. We're going to pre-order a plus 13 there. And again, so is this. Yeah, those first ones are wicked expensive. I don't know why. And Rosa, that's not too terrible either. Okay, so we got some pre-orders now. As soon as we get one of these, if we even get one of these, we'll be canceling our pre-order. Probably once a day, you should check your pre-order prices to see if they've gone up, because then you're not going to get your pre-order if the pre-order price has gone up. But if not, every couple hours, just check over here. If you get one of these pre-orders, go through. Just take your pre-order off the other ones. And now let's come to the sub-weapon for the Nova. Quarterum. One of these is the AP. Yeah, this one's the AP. So this is the AP one. That's a really good price. So we're going to pre-order one of these as well. We will be able to make our own one without too much issues if we don't get the sub-weapon. The sub-weapon's a pretty easy one to craft. We're really looking to get our hands on the main hand. So, we can't really level up the character without these weapons at the minute anyway. Which means we gotta wait. And whilst we're waiting, we might as well make some progress. And my pets need feeding. They've all got 0% food because I've left my console on overnight. So that's great. So they should gain a level here. So we've hit level 6 on some of our pets, and these newer ones level 3 and 5. But let me show you guys the difference between pickup time. So level 3 pet is 7.2 seconds pickup time. A level 6 pet is 4.68 seconds pickup time. Drastic difference over here. So this is why you want to get them to level 10 as soon as possible. We want these pets to be level 10 by the time we actually start grinding properly for our levels. And I think we should be starting our Valencia Questline. Yes, we will be. So we are going to be starting the Valencia Questline. Actually, before we do this, I don't know, advice. I think this is close by. Let's see what this quest is real quick. Before we start that. I can throw that away because it expired. And something I did notice is if we go to rewards, we have a bunch of these skill changes. So if we have a problem with how we've set up our skills, we've got a lot of opportunities to change it. And Black Spirit Save, this is an absolutely sick reward. Do not activate this at this stage of the game. You want to be activating this later when you're going to get the most value from it. And this is also another really sick reward, which we're just going to take it, to be honest, at the minute. I think we got 2 of these Kaidak crystals now. This will probably be going into this helmet real soon, but we're just waiting a little bit longer just to see if our helmet changes. Oh, okay. Advice of Arcs plus 10. Thank you very much. I'll take it. That's that one, so we don't need to worry about that. That's nice of him. A little 10 stacks. So we should have a little pile of stacks at the minute. 20, 16, 11, and we got 2 10s. That's not bad. Oh, that reminds me. Let's go. Something I need to remind myself. You guys try and have a better memory than me. Every single day, go to your pro shop. Scroll down to loyalties. Scroll down here. Grab yourself an Elion tier. There it is. Boom. So we get another one of those. Do not be using these. Do not instant res. Do not waste these right now. You need this later on. It's going to be very useful later on. And let's summon our horse. I don't know how many days left on this thing. 22. And let's have a look at login rewards, because I know they recently changed. Where rewards, attendance rewards. So we're making our way through here. This is the 5th day we've been logging into this account. We haven't played all 5 days. Yesterday was the first time I literally just logged in to make sure I get the login reward without recording. So it's taken us 4 days of gameplay to get to where we are, which is pretty good. And these rewards are pretty sick. So loyalty rewards, not too amazing here. So now we're in a guild. We're getting guild rewards. These are fantastic. This is one of the main reasons I've been trying to log in. We want to get this 7-day value pack. We want to get this pet. We want to get this stack. This is a really good stack. These loot scrolls are super important. These advice of Valks are going to help us a lot in this early game. A little bit of money over here. So yeah, and look at this. So this is where your really cool Blessing and Moon came from. Artisans, nice. This one we're selling. It's going to be a little bit of money. Useful later. Not too great, just 20. 30 stack is good. 200 crons, amazing at this point in the game. 50 stack, amazing. Not too great. Useful later. Meh, we'll see what if one will be helpful to us. Not too great, not too great. But I mean, they're not terrible. They're just not amazing. This is amazing. This is crazy amazing. Crazy, crazy, crazy amazing. Really good. Fantastic. And yeah, it's really good. It's actually, I mean, I prefer a transaction made, but it's really important to have one storage made on your account as well. We were going to have our next maid. If we were to get another maid, we would have made it into a storage maid, because having one storage maid can be useful for moving around items between a storage in the end game grind zones. Sometimes, you know, there's something that has to go into your storage, like loot scrolls, for example, that you might have forgotten. So you put it into your Valencia storage, and then if you're in history or Archman's, you can use a storage maid to pull it out of the storage. So that is really good. And another Shaka-2 box. So yeah, pretty good stuff here. But let's start our Valencia questline. This questline is such an OP questline. It actually got nerfed pretty heavily. Wow, the questline hasn't got nerfed heavily, but how to get to this questline got nerfed really heavily, because a lot of people were, I don't want to say abusing it, but they were using the mechanics, as including myself, to its maximum potential. Because back in the day, all you had to do is get a character, any character, to level 55, and it will allow you to do the Valencia questline. And once you're geared up, and even for us, it's going to be really easy to get to 55 after we go through the main quest line. I'll show you guys what I mean when we get there. But the Valencia quest line gives us, amongst other things, 520 stacks, 330 stacks, and a 50 stack. And for enhancing, that's a lot of goddamn value. So it was super, super, super worth. And after you complete it the first time on your account, it becomes a lot easier. There's a lot of stuff that you can just skip. So this first run through the Valencia questline is going to take a little bit longer than it would do if we were to do this questline again. But what they've done now to nerf it is you have to complete all the first part of the main questline, including the Medaya questline, which just takes a long time. And at that point, the amount of time it takes to get here is not worth it. This is pretty unfortunate, because as new players, I know a lot of new players might not know this information, or might not have known this information in the past, but it's the biggest help to new players compared to everything else. It really would have, if we were able to do this over and over and over and over again, honestly, we would have, like, every episode would have been me, every other episode, after we finished the main quest line and our main character, would have been me deleting a character, creating a new character, power leveling at 55, and doing the Valencia questline to get stacks to do enhancing. But there have been some benefits ever since they've taken the questline out. I say benefits, it depends on how you look at benefits. The price of Blackstones have gone up. The price of this stuff, it's got... The hards and sharps, they kind of went up a little bit, but honestly, everything except for Blackstones is heavily affected by events, and even Blackstones to a certain extent is also affected by events. But this stuff in the past was really cheap, because people didn't really need to make stacks because of the Valencia questline. So if you're a person that doesn't enhance, this is a buff, because you're going to make more money selling your weapon and armor stones to the central market. However, if you're a person that enhances, this is a pretty major league nerf. So it's a double-edged sword. With what they did to the questline, they're not going to change it. But if you want to see the old version come back, kick up a fuss, maybe they will. I doubt it. It is what it is. We just have to make do with what we have and where we are in this game. Oh, and we need to feed our workers. Don't forget to feed your workers. There we go. Is there anything else I need to do? Because I've left my character thing logged in all day. I don't think so. I think we're good to continue. Alright, so we're going to talk to this dude. We will get the medium, or was that large WLP pots? Whatever that is. There we go. Thank you very much. So we already got a 30 stack. Like, we've barely done anything. We've already got a 30 stack. That's pretty hype. We're about to go get a meal. So, let me check the central market. Let's see what's in our inventory. We're going to get a 50 stack and some 30s at the end of this. Is there anything that can give me a significant boost I want to maybe use this 30 stack on? Because we've got a little stockpile of monies. That's 53 mil for that. Honestly, I probably want to upgrade my helmet. Okay, so once we do the Valencia Questline, what I'm most likely going to do is get a tech helmet, a tech runner. Well, hopefully. It's no guarantee it's going to go. But we will try our best to make a tech runner helmet. The reason we're going to do this is mainly so we can comfortably slot in these Kaidak crystals, knowing that we don't have to change out for a long time. Normally, of the best upgrade would definitely be going for a Kazaka short sword. These prices are so cheap. It's crazy. The best option would be going for a short sword, honestly buying it. This is going to slow down our progress to buying a Kazaka short sword, unfortunately. Which, yeah, it is unfortunate. But, I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't matter what meal you get, you're just going to eat it. But yeah, I think I just want a helmet that I'm going to be comfortable slotting these crystals in, knowing that I'm not going to change for a while. So yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. I swear we used to get a Grano helmet from the main quest line as well. I guess they ripped that out. It's pretty unfortunate. There's not a lot of Grano helmets on the central market at the minute, which is also pretty unfortunate. Let me buy these 15 at the minute, because I don't want these to go off the central market. I'm going to pre-order for 10, because we're going to need them to repair. And then I'll decide. It's just pretty expensive. I can get this to a plus 12. It'd be 11 mil. This is a bit too expensive. I mean, a bit. It's a lot too expensive. Yeah, honestly, that's probably pretty worth. If we start at a plus 12, 11 mil. Since we don't have a lot of base on the market, we'll get that as well. We're not going to enhance right now. But we're just prepping. We are just prepping. If there's plentiful helmets when you're playing, don't worry about prepping. You can just go straight into it. Just wait, and then when you're ready, go straight into it. And these are pre-orders at the minute. Yeah, honestly, we're not. If the prices stay the way they are for Kazakas, we won't be buying them. We won't be making them. We'd just be buying our own, because this is such a good value right now. To make a Kazaka, even with the price of Minfrags as they are, for less than $1 billion, is pretty unlikely. Unless you get really carried. So that's such good value. That is such good value. And for the helmet, we'll swing for Tet a couple of times, maybe twice. If we don't get it, I'm not gonna swing. We're getting so many stacks coming up though. But you know, we're gonna swing for Tet twice, right? We're gonna swing for Tet twice on our Grunner helmet. If we fail, that's gonna give us a 60 stack, and then we won't be using it after that point. We won't be swinging on that stack anymore after that point. Because, and why won't we be doing that? We won't be doing that because we'll save it for boss stuff in case we do decide to enhance boss stuff in the future. And I just don't want to spend too much money on that right now. Blackstone's plentiful. Not a lot of hards on the central market. This could easily get bought out real quick by someone by literally just doing this. They could all be gone. I'm going to get 20. And I'm hoping 20 would be enough for 2 attempts. Just 3, 6, 9. Probably good. Let me get 30. I probably should have done some math right there. How much did it cost us to buy? That might have... To buy a try is 120 mil. How much did we just spend? 42? Yeah, it's still cheaper. Okay, it's fine. Hopefully 30 is enough. How many Blackstones do we have? We have... 72. That won't be enough for sure. So let's pre-order some Blackstones at Min whilst we are questing. Probably should have, I shouldn't actually order the hards for Min because they're so hard. Oh, and we also sold these Spirit Stones in the end. So yeah, we've got 100 of these pre-ordered. We'll try and upgrade that for as cheap as possible, the helmet. Once we get that helmet upgraded, we will... for sure, what's it called? We will for sure be popping the Kaidak crystals in there because we will be using that helmet for the foreseeable future. One other thing I'm going to put a pre-order on whilst we're waiting for min price is these reform stones. Just one for now, since we know we're making the helmet. We will need a total of 4 in the future, because each one of these is going to get... Actually, I don't even think we're going to replace the chest piece for ever, for a long time. But yeah, 3 for sure we're going to need later. That is a guarantee. 231 crons. We got some crons over here as well. We need to take these. I'm going to go with skill points. We might need this for Nova, so I'm just going to hold on to that for a minute. Actually, honestly, this stuff's all going to be on the central market. Let's just get this one for now. Alright, we've got to be careful. We're in Basilics. So let's not get our horse killed or ourselves killed. These guys are going to hit us relatively hard. We are not ready to be here right now, but it is a part of the quest line. So maybe leave your horse outside. I'd recommend if you're a new player. We just got to be quick over here. You need to stop moving. Oh, we're getting hit. Oh, and we're dead. Yeah, definitely leave your horse outside. We just lost the horse right there. I'm not going to just... I am not going to just get up with the Elion Tear, because I'm just going to die straight away again. That is unfortunate. If I was a bit faster, I might have been able to save my horse by whistling it. So definitely leave your horse outside. I just wasn't paying attention. I would have left my horse outside as well. There we go. We've already got some of our pre-orders in. So that's pretty bad for my account. Don't let that happen to you. So we're going to go in on foot this time. There's our dead horse just lying there. You used to be able to go through dialogue a lot faster, not anymore, which is kind of annoying. Alright. Just going to jump off the edge over here. How close are we? Okay, we're going to have to go to the rock post anyway, so we can get our horse back from the stable over there. Actually, honestly, this is probably enough armor stones. We'll see if we need more. I think this will be enough. Oh, we've already got 9 arm. Oh, I should have checked this stuff. Yeah, this is definitely 40 should be more than enough to get 2 TED attempts in on this Grunner helmet. Time will tell, obviously. And making Grunner is a great way of passive income. We're not quite ready for setting that up yet, but making Grunner helmets and selling it to the central market is a great way for passive income in the game. I will be going over that when our account is more ready. When our account is more ready, and my controller turned off, we will. I'll show you guys how to do that. Hopefully, we can snipe one of these items we got a pre-order on off the CM. But it is going to be a couple of days on my end at least to get these quest lines all finished up. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, we will get one of those by then. Okay. Sorry, that's spent some time on my knees right there. So we recovered our horse, and we are making our way to the next part of this quest, and we have a choice for rewards. I'll let you guys know which one is the better choice, but probably doesn't have that much importance behind it. We will see when we get there. We don't have a camel. I need to remember how to. It's really easy to get your first camel. I think you just talk to the stable guy at Sangrain. We're definitely going to need a camel later. Well, I'll say later. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. Okay, Elixir of Strong Life and Elixir of Clear Mentality. You're definitely going to get this Strong Life one. Really doesn't make too much of a difference because you're not going to really be using it. We'll probably just try and set it on the CM maybe. We'll see. Alright, so I think now the next one we're going to go to Sangrain to talk to a dude in a tent. If memory serves correctly, it looks like we're going towards Sangrain. Let's see if we can get a camel whilst we're there as well. So we've unlocked a bit more of the map. We've still got the Great Desert as well to unlock, and Valencia. We will be unlocking that. So I don't know if we're going to unlock the whole map in this guide through, but we will unlock significant portions as we go through this guide through. So I was just closing my door there. The family loves to leave it open when they come in and out. And there is a lot of background noise right now in the house. The house is pretty full for this Christmas. And for any sticklers for the rules out there, because I know we are on lockdown protocol, if you have a child that's under the age of 2 years old, you are allowed to have a designated family for your support bubble. And one thing that some people may not know about me or my family is we actually have a rare, me and my sister specifically, have a rare condition called cystic fibrosis that puts us in a very high risk category for this whole COVID situation. But we're also really, really careful. Like, off, we don't leave the house. Our food all gets delivered to the house. We've been pretty much locked in since the beginning of this thing. And on top of that, like, the only people, it's just my sister and her husband and their daughter just come to our place and we go to their place. We don't go anywhere else. We keep it pretty safe in this household. Mini elephant? No thanks. We're not doing that right now. Best friend, this is probably the camel. Yeah, this is the camel. We're definitely going to do this quest to get the camel. This is pretty important. Pretty sure it's pretty easy as well. Don't know if it's switched there. I think we're still going to the main quest line. But we'll go and see what this indicator is, and then we'll do the camel one in a second. Learn the difference of the camel and a horse. Learn the pros of having a camel. It sounds like we just got to talk to some dude. Probably the same dude that we got the quest from, to be honest, and then he'll give it to us. But let's just quickly do this. And this is definitely a part of the Valencia Questline. Alright. Navigate. We are going to need this camel during the... Well, you don't need it, but I'll show you guys a way of just fast forwarding some of the Valencia Questline. Okay, probably got to talk to this guy. We're probably going to have to talk to 3 different people. So let's open here. I'm assuming this one is the vendor himself. So we're just going to go... Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it's this guy. Yeah, it looks like it's this guy actually, not the vendor. So let's talk to this guy. So I need a little bit of energy to get this camel. 100% going to be worth it. We need to buy a saddle for him as well. The last one is the storage keep. Let's talk to this dude. Do I have any currency exchange? Yeah, I got 4 mil. Alright, quest complete. So let's go get our camel. And we should probably buy a saddle for this dude as well. If you're planning on having a journey in the desert, you will need a camel. Okay, so we're gonna register. We're gonna register the camel here. You're always gonna leave your camel at Sangrain. Let's check in our horse. Take out the camel. Let's look at the central market. Is this going a camel? Oh, okay, we've already got a saddle for it. So let's pull that out. Oh, not that. And also, there we go. And we're just gonna click, stand next to your camel, go into your inventory, and then you can just put the saddle on it. Even the greatest horse won't be as useful in the day. We'll check it in, take our horse back out, and we will continue. With the quest line. So little stuff like this is why the guide through is important, especially with me playing on a new account, from a fresh account perspective, because I just won't remember to tell you guys, hey, make sure you get a camel here. And if you're playing yourselves, maybe you don't know that you should be getting a camel. Like, as a new player, like, do you know that you can get a camel from that guy? Did you know you should get a camel from that guy? Did you know the camel's going to be priceless in the end game when you're looking for portals in the desert to make your silver? I don't know. I did a lot of research in BDO when I was a new player, and it was hard. It was really hard to get the relevant information from PC because it's such an old game on PC and so much has changed between when the videos were made for what was relevant for where I was compared to where we were in the game now. And the differences between the UIs and infrastructure for this early information is pretty hard to find on. It's not impossible because I found it, but I had to go to a lot of different channels to get the right information, and a lot of it was outdated, and a lot of it, honestly, I didn't understand. So that's kind of why I'm making this. So there's just something for a new player to be able to follow through. I know these are long. I know these are long. I know it's not going to be for a lot of people, but even if it helps a small number of people out, that's good with me. Maybe when I finish this series, I will try and do a like a summary, a new player guide through summary. Maybe like a 3-parter or something like that, where I go like, okay, first part is as a brand new player, this is the first couple of things you should do. Then you should get here and do these things, and get here and do those things. I don't know. I'll have to see after I complete the series what the most relevant information is, and how hard it would be to make a summary without making it another 1-hour video. Because I'd like the summaries to be at 20 minutes at the most. I mean, 20 minutes for some people is still a long time. But I don't know if I can make it a 10-minute summary. If I make 10-minute summaries on the guide through, it would probably have to be at least 5 episode summaries, if not 10. But I'd have to like scour through all my footage, find out all the VIP things I've done throughout this journey, and smash it all together. Because, like I said, even if it might be helping you guys that are watching, there are a lot of people that won't have the opportunity to watch this, because I get it, hour-plus videos, they're long. It's really, really long, and maybe the important information is at the 52-minute mark, and they miss it because they're kind of just skipping through, right? So it would be good for me to do a summary because of that. But yeah, we will see. Ah, pets. It's interesting. The dogs follow the horse. The lazy cat over here. This lazy cat. She just sits on the horse. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Cat ain't following you anywhere, so it's either going to jump on your horse or get lost. Ah, these new Series 2 controllers, Elite Series 2, they're freaking amazing, but this shit, how did they fuck this up, dude? It's really boils my brain from Microsoft, because their last Elite controller, well, I would have recommended to everybody. But this fucking bug that they have on the new Elite controller, it just boils my blood, dude. It's so goddamn annoying. Alright, we're at Bashim's.
We the Bashim warriors enjoy wars. Honorable battles are always.
I might have to take a little break here and do a cut and come back, because it's my turn to cook for the family. I'm gonna be making a. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if we include the baby, which we will, because she is an eater. This kid can eat. I gotta make a 6-man hash brown, and I'm not an amazing cook, but there's a few things I'm very good at making, and my hash browns are legit. It's gonna be a thick ass hash brown. We'll brown it in a pan with some oil. Then after we brown it in the pan with some oil, we will pop it into the oven so the middle of it cooks properly. Put that on 200 degrees with the fan assist. Then for ingredients we're going to put, because I don't go for just a hash brown on its own. I like to get some other ingredients on that. Me personally, I love the taste of fried onions, and so does the rest of my family. So I make some golden fried onions. Get some oil in a pan, pop some onions in there. But before I do that, actually, I also put bacon. Bacon goes in the pan first. So the bacon oil, if there isn't a lot, it depends what kind of bacon you have. If you have a lot of lean bacon that doesn't produce a lot of oil, after it cooks a little bit, you add some oil to the pan, and then put your onions in. If it's a fatty type of bacon that you got, you just go straight from the bacon. Use the fat from the bacon to cook the onions in. That is delicious, by the way, if you have that fattier bacon. I put some paprika, and then season the onions. So you'd put salt and pepper after you grate your potatoes before it goes to the ban. These guys do a lot of damage, dude. Jesus Christ. Oh, we don't have that skill unlocked either. But yeah, what was I saying? You season your potatoes when you grate them with salt and pepper, but then the other seasonings go on to your onions as they're finishing the frying process. I put in some smoked paprika, some mixed herbs and oregano, just a little bit of mixed herbs and oregano, not a lot, just a smidge. No more salt because the bacon itself is salty. What else? I think I put a couple other things. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But yeah, if you like mushrooms as well, we don't have mushrooms that I can put into it today, but normally I like to put some mushrooms in there too. Other stuff that works if you don't have bacon is a little bit of mincemeat. If you make like little balls with the mincemeat, it goes really good on top of the hash brown. Besides mincemeat, just ham, like regular old ham. You don't cook it, obviously. The ham, you get cooked ham. You just cook the onions at that point. But yeah, so once you get this mix of bacon and onion with paprika and all that from your pan, when you grate some cheese as well, don't put it in the mix yet. You'll take your hash brown out when it's pretty much cooked, well, when it is cooked. And then you'll take your cooked onions, the already goldenly cooked onions, along with the mushrooms, if you've got the mushrooms and the bacon and all that, that's all good to go. You take your hash brown out the oven, you layer this onions and everything on top of the hash brown, and also cook some eggs. I cook like, oh Jesus, we're gonna die here. Where we died. Talking about food and not paying attention to what I'm doing. It's fine. We're just gonna spawn a closer safe zone. So also cook a couple of eggs. I cook for us today. I'm probably gonna do like 4 or 5 eggs. Depends how many people you have. You layer the onion mix first, and you're gonna do fried eggs, like regular fried eggs. You'd put the layer of onions and everything on first, and then you're gonna put eggs on top of the onion layer on top of the hash brown, and then top of the eggs you're gonna do your grated cheese. You're gonna put grated cheese on. Everything's already cooked. You just pop it in the oven. The oven can even be turned off at this point, just for a minute or two for the cheese to melt on top of everything. I like to put a little bit of extra mixed herbs / oregano on top as well at this point, on top of the cheese. And then when it comes out, you will have this absolutely gorgeous, delicious Lord hash brown. This hash brown, it's a freaking monster. This will get your gaming sessions in check for the rest of the day. We will eat this breakfast, and we will be full, and we won't eat anything until like 6 p.m., 7 p.m. tonight. We'll skip lunch. This isn't like just a breakfast. This is a breakfast, lunch, and I guess brunch, but it's just more. It's breakfast, lunch, and brunch combined into one. It's really, really good. Let's try not to die this time. I just wasn't popping my pots, which I should have been doing. We got to kill some throwers. There's always when you do this mission in Basham, there's always the throwers that you have to end up killing a few more of. We just need to kill 2 more. One more. I think this guy should be respawned up here, right? No? Oh, that guy respawned up there. Let's go kill those guys. And, oh, we're gonna die now. This fucking controller, dude. I really hate it. I really, really, really hate this Elite 2. Like, it'll be fine for a couple of days, and then, like, today, it will just act up. It will just be acting up. It's gonna disconnect a bunch of freaking times. Microsoft, get your shit sorted out, brother. Not a good look. Really not a good look. Alright. When this happens in PvP, it's the most frustrating. And later on, when they... at the minute, it doesn't matter if you're watching this video if you die, because there's nothing... You don't lose anything for dying. Later on, it's going to break your crystals. And, like, for example, if we'd slotted in this Kaidak crystal, where is it? These Kaidak crystal, these crystals you can't buy from Central Market. These are really special crystals. If you break them, you're not really going to get them back again unless they come into one of these rewards. So if you go to attendance rewards, I think, yeah, like we haven't had a Kaidak crystal for like 4 months, 5 months. I don't even remember, 6 months. It's been the last time since we got one of these. So like, they're super, super special crystals, and there's no way of getting them back except through these login rewards that maybe once or twice or 3 times a year they'll give it to you. So really annoying when your controller turns off and if you die to PvE mobs and you lose that crystal. Fortunately, at the moment, that is off. If you die to mobs, you don't lose any crystals.
The Bashim warriors.
So that is fortunate.
The only thing that can move us is our will. Honorable battles are always welcome.
Alright, you just gotta talk to this dude, complete this part of the mission.
Centaurus harm.
We will take these because we can use them. These centaurs are going to be a little bit hard for us to kill, but it's not going to be impossible. So yeah, 190 DP is a bit low for where we are. Honestly, I should probably be trying to push this to pen, but I know it's going to get replaced really goddamn soon, so I don't really care. It's going to get replaced pretty much as soon as we get to Shaka 2, if I remember correctly. When we get to it, or just after we finish the missions that revolve around Shaka 2, it gives us some boots. I don't remember when we get the gloves. Hopefully we get the gloves in the Valencia part as well. So, because we don't have 5 attack speed yet. We've only got 4. And to get the 5 attack speed, I only need one of these, to be honest. We need a glove that I can slot these stupid crystals in to get the extra attack speed to get to 5. But yeah, is what it is. I think we got a Lilas pedal at some point in our series as well, right? Yeah, we've got one. Once we get another Lilas pedal, we will also instantly turn it into a fairy to get +1 luck. Any fairy, doesn't matter what tier fairy it is, gives you +1 luck. If you don't know what a fairy is, you'll see it when we get there, but you basically trade in 2 Lila pedals for a fairy, technically, to simplify it. And a fairy can give you a bunch of cool stuff. The main thing it's guaranteed to give you is +1 luck, but the one thing that we really want to get from it is auto-potting. But we have to get pretty RNG carried for that to happen. We will worry more about it once we get closer to a time where that becomes more relevant. Alright, that's one of those guys dead. I bet you the Nova is going to be so easy to kill mobs with. Like, I bet she's going to clear everything with great ease. The Ninja is just so bad in this early game for any kind of mob killing. It's rough. It's probably one of the... I wouldn't say it's the worst, but it's one of the worst early game characters in BDO. Maybe I should have picked something a bit more new player friendly. Ninja is not a new player friendly class. It's really hard to master. There's just so many different cancels and animations and combos and everything. It's not easy to learn. Both Succession and Awakening. Some people will say Awakening is harder to learn. Yes and no. I think for a brand new player, it's easier to get the basics of Succession compared to the basics of Awakening Ninja. However, check the spirit statue. However, to master Succession and to master Awakening, I think is going to take the same amount of time because there's just so many little things with Succession that it's going to take so long. So I'm nowhere near mastering it. Like, I'm okay at Succession at the minute, Ninja. I'm not even close to mastering it, especially since I took a break. Class came out, and within the first 2 weeks that it came out, I took a break from this game for like 2-3 weeks. And right now, like, I'm technically still taking a break because I'm not playing on my Succession Ninja. There's a lot of interactions that I've still yet to discover between different class fights and Muscle memory, it's like I'm not getting any by playing on this version of Succession Ninja because I don't have access to all my goddamn skills. But yeah, maybe not the best choice that I could have made for a beginner guide. But I do love the class either way, so we think 25 helmets is enough. I don't know. I'm gonna get 5 more Chrono helmets here. Oh, there's actually 32 in the market. Okay. It's just gonna make no difference. I'm just gonna buy 5. I think 30 Chrono helmets will be enough for repairs. We will see. We will see. But let's power on through to the next dude. How far away is he? He's not too far. You guys can chill with me until we get there. We've made a good little dent into the quest line so far. Let's have a look. We've still got 42 left. Oh, where is it? We've got 42 missions left in the Valencia Questline. We've done 16 of them as is. So yeah, we are kicking our way through it. We are definitely making our way through. And I'm just really looking forward to get these stacks. Honestly, I hope this this Grunner helmet goes TET. It will be a big boost for where we are in the game. If it doesn't, whatever, is what it is. But if it does go TET, that's really going to help us out because that's going to give us a good amount of DP right there. Yeah, let's come back to our Basham's buddy over here. I mean, this guy's pretty evil, dude. He made us kill a bunch of his little cousins down there a minute ago. He wanted it. He made us do it. What a guy. Alright. Okay, here we go. We're going to get some gloves right here as well. Awesome. So these gloves should be a boost compared to the shitty ones that we have now. Yeah. Naru gear is straight doo-doo. I mean, I know they introduced it to help new players. I guess it did. I guess, honestly, let's be straight. It did help us to get through the first couple missions, right? Just the sub-weapon is so bad, it's not even worth upgrading. And the main weapon as well, to be honest, we didn't even use the main weapon. The armor, I guess, helped us a little bit, right? The Naru armor. The weapons are straight doo-doo. Naru weapons are not good at all. But anyway. I feel bad for new players that are trying to do these main missions using just the Naru gear that they're given. Because even if they upgrade that stuff to pen, it just doesn't offer enough. It really doesn't. Light the first beacon. Oh, okay. So like this, you don't even have to do. You only got to do this once. So this is like an extra step. This part of the mission would auto complete. If you were to do it. If you were to do it again, second and third time round. So yeah, let's light this beacon. I have to go over there and light these other 2 beacons. So remember, this is one of those quest chains that just navigating to it isn't going to work. You have to physically open your minimap and be like, okay, so we just did this one. Let's have a look for other indicators that look like this one. You can see there's an indicator that looks like that one here and looks like that one there. So you put your markers to take you there, and then you can complete those quests. Right. Come on, horse. Please learn frickin' sprint and drift. I know, I believe in you. You can do it. You can goddamn do it, horse. Now that our horse has died, by the way, to PvE mobs, it really doesn't matter if it dies again. Obviously, you don't want it to, because then you're on foot. You don't want to be on foot. But like I said, it's not the end of the world if it does die again. Here we go. Here's the next one. I don't think you can reach. No. And the last one's over here. I don't know if you're meant to do these in order. You probably could do it in whatever order you want. I don't have that skill either. There's a lot of skills I don't have access to, so sometimes if you just see me standing still and not doing anything, it's because I'm doing a skill that is not unlocked yet. Alright, so now we gotta go back to our buddy. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Stop attacking my horse. I think we gotta go back to our friend, and hopefully we can start the next part of our journey. We're doing good on EXP. We are 76% to 57. When you do die, you do lose a little bit of EXP, but honestly, at this point of the game, it's not a big deal. Once you're like level 60 over, like, if you die to PvE, maybe it's worth popping an Elion tier, because every 1% after level 60 takes a hot minute to achieve. But before level 60, like, if you die, losing a couple percent is literally just killing a couple of mobs and you get that 1% back, so it's no biggie. Whereas, like, if you're 62 and you lose 1%, that's hours of grinding. Literally hours of grinding. Alright, so, there we go. This is an upgrade. How much upgrade? That's an 8 DP upgrade. Come on, Narugi. You can't even be better than this hot garbage gear here? Disappointing, bro. Disappointing. We didn't get our next mission by accident there.
Honorable battles are always welcomed by us, the machine warriors.
That's a nice falling animation. Alright. So now we gotta go talk to this dude. Looks like these missions are giving us a little bit EXP on completion as well. I think we were 79 a minute ago, now we're 80. Not a lot, but hey man, every little helps. I will take every ounce of EXP that this game has to offer. Because we really want to get to level 60 to pretty much unlock all our skills. At level 60, you unlock all your skills. Maybe not all your passives. All your passives, it takes technically to level 63 to unlock your final passive. But in terms of the main skills, level 60 will give you access to all of them. So that way, you can be more effective with your skill points. Currently, you only have 28 skill points to spend anyway, which really isn't that much. Let's double check. What's our total skill points? 645. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I don't know if we're going to grind polys, to be honest, because we don't have the gear, obviously, right now to grind polys. But even later, if we do, I might stay. Actually, normally it's pretty good to grind in Valencia because you can sell the scrolls for a lot of money. But I'm pretty sure right now, because of all the goddamn memory fragments, PA is giving everyone non-stop Shaka 2 boxes that reward memory fragments, memfrag events, bosses that give mem fragments, all this goddamn shit in the game that gives mem fragments. Scrolls are worth probably nothing. Yeah, that's so cheap. A healthy part. I think the game is more healthy when memfrags are 1.5 mil and when scrolls are around 1.7 plus mil. But I mean, it is what it is, dude. It is what it is. We can't change it. We cannot change it, unfortunately. Might be a good way for us to make money, though, to be honest. We are going to crunch some numbers. You doing scrolls to sell memfrags is probably a pretty good way of making early game money. But the thing is, we also need skill points and stuff. So we have to grind, but maybe after we do a bit of grinding, we get to a level that we're comfortable with, some skill points we're comfortable with. We'll be buying scrolls from the central market to do them to get memfrags to sell the memfrags. Because that would definitely be pretty beneficial. Did we just get the boots? Oh, okay, we get the boots just before we go to Shaka 2. Alright, so our Naru gear is now useless. I might just drop it on the ground in a minute because I don't think we can store it. I might use these two to try and make some stacks. I don't think we can store the Naru gear. I think it's locked to your character. For you guys, I wouldn't recommend... If you can store your Naru gear, which I don't think you can, but if you can, store your Naru gear. If you can't store your Naru gear, I wouldn't recommend throwing away just in case you end up not liking the character you're currently playing. You'd switch over to another character. You can then just kind of use that Naru armor to make your Naru armor and weapons. Probably don't throw away the weapons either. To just make it a boss ult to put it at a boss. So when a boss spawns, you can just switch characters and kill it, and maybe get yourself a boss weapon or boss armor, depending on what boss you put yourself next to. But yeah, so you see right now we're not going towards the arrow. We're not going the direction we're meant to be going. We're going to Shaka 2. There is a reason for that. There is a shortcut we're going to take. It takes a while to go this way, right? It doesn't take that long to cut across the desert. However, our camel doesn't have a level, so maybe it's going to take longer to go this way. I don't know. Normally, if you have a camel that's leveled up and it's learned sprint, or I think it's called like sleep stats. I don't know what it's called. It doesn't have whatever it is called. It doesn't have it right now. But it would learn a skill that's basically like sprint for a horse, and it'll be a lot faster in the desert at that point. But yeah, we don't have that at the minute, so unfortunately, it's probably not going to be as fast as it should be. Oh, and since we're here, let's quickly check if we can store our Naru gear. It is a bound item. Okay, I'm just going to drop the pens because like I said, I'm not progressing this account any further than where it already is. And I know that I'm going to be a ninja main. Like, I'm a ninja main on EU, right? Like, I know this is my main character. So I'm not too worried about, oh, maybe it's not my main and I'll use it as a boss ult later. And here it goes again, dude. Oh my god, these fucking controllers, son. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, but for you guys, I wouldn't recommend throwing away your Naru gear. I'm just trying to save inventory, and then I jump off the freaking camel. Dude, little stuff like this really frustrates me. It's just a fucking waste of my time. I need to return this goddamn controller and get another one. Fuck you, Microsoft. Anyway. So, you can't see yourself when you go into the desert. I just know that, you come out and you just go north. Is basically it. If you look on your minimap right now on top right of your screen, your character should be facing up on your minimap. Not this way, not that way. If you look at your minimap, not your character, your arrow should just be facing up because that is north. Make sure you don't accidentally go into portals. You can kind of see one in the distance right now on top of the hill. There's a couple of pillars like sticking out on top of that sand hill. That sand dune, that is a portal. Make sure you do not go into those portals. You will heavily regret it because it takes you to an endgame grind spot, which you will instantly get one-shotted if you go there, and you will do 0 damage to the mobs because we are nowhere near ready in terms of our level or our gear to be grinding in any endgame grind spots. So we will keep going north here. We're going to have to cut left in a minute. Yeah, well, we'll just do it now. So once you see this ridge in front of you, you see that little gap like over there. You kind of want to go towards that gap over there. This is the shortcut I like using to save some time because the camel is going to be really useful for the... It's going to slow us down a little bit in a sec because a horse would be better. However, it's going to save us a lot of time because we're going to have to do a lot of desert traveling for these missions. And the horse doesn't work in the desert. So the reason why I probably should have shown you, but as soon as your horse comes into the desert, it will start walking slower than your character's auto path. Like it's significantly slower. Like it's a crawl's pace. As a horse in the desert is absolutely useless. That's why we have a camel. So let's just jump top of these. We have to be careful here because this camel's got no health since it's level 1. So I've got to very carefully bring it down. I'm not really too bothered if it dies. You can't breed camels, so I actually kill my camel every single time I go to an endgame grind spot. But yeah, we're trying not to kill it because we're going to need this guy. Alright, so now that we are here, not map, quest, Shaka 2, navigate. So we're going to put that navigation on. Auto passing on a camel is terrible. You kind of have to manually push your camel to get there. Oh, but this doesn't have sprint. Let's see how different it is. It's slow to start with. Honestly, it looks like it's the same speed. I guess if you don't have sprint, this is how fast your camel goes. It's not too fast, to be honest. It's faster in the desert. I don't know if you noticed. But as we were traveling in the desert, the camel's a lot faster. So that's just how this mount is designed. It's designed to be faster in the desert, and it's a bit slower on the mainland. So, honestly, I think if I just jump off. You don't want to go too far away from it, because then we won't be able to cool it. I'm pretty sure this is a lot faster than walking all the way here with this goddamn camel. Alright, so we've made it to Shaka 2. Remember, talk to all your question marks on your playthrough. Alright. Talk to this trade manager. Again, doesn't matter what meal it is, you're just going to eat it instantly. I know if you can mid-max a little bit at this point and eat the right meal to give you the most damage, which is not Balanos meal, but meh, it really doesn't bother me, dude. There we go. Eat that. How is our health looking? Level 8. You know, it's not bad. Once we get those juices as well, that's going to give us a nice little boost to our breath, health, and strength. But anyway, we've got to come talk to this dude.
Money? I have earned a fortune, but I believe there is something more important than mere money.
Ask Prince Seiya.
Welcome to Valencia.
Okay, I'm going to have to give this guy some energy. Hopefully you got some energy here.
I wish to meet the man called Aiden again. If only he was here.
It's giving us a good little chunk of the XP, to be honest.
A very competent.
You're at like 84%, and we're like 96 plus at the minute.
You can get anything for it.
Yeah, that was a nice little chunk of the XP for just doing these. I'll take it. So now we're coming down over here. And we're fully kitted out with the quest armors now. So what we want next is quest accessories. That's our next upgrade. Earring is going to be the most helpful, but we're not going to get that till Kama, because this earring is doo-doo. But anyway. Alright, so that's our first quest accessory we're getting from this dude. Basically, we gotta kill a bunch of... Oh, we learned Beheading of the Dead 2. I'm gonna learn that. What else? Prime Malice 2. If I got the skill points, I'll learn that. Not too worried. Oh, we can learn Prime Smokescreen. Oh, we need to learn Prime Smokescreen. Alright, hold on. I need to think about what I want to do here. I really want to learn the Smokescreen just for the movement. How many skill points do I need? I need 22 skill points. Whatever. We're gonna just drop. Oh, we need one of these skill resets. Okay, honestly, it's not really worth using one of these skill resets, but whatever. I'm gonna use one. You just grind the skill points to be able to do this. Yes. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna just get the skill points. I'll probably get the skill points right here just for completing this mission. The reason I want to unlock Prime Smoke Screen is just to get my next movement. But yeah, all you got to do now is you got to kill these Shaka 2 dudes. So they're going to be a little bit tanky for your gear. But I mean, you're just going to have to plow through it. And it is RNG, so you see those numbers on the right. This is an RNG quest where killing that specific type of mob maybe will increase that counter. So it is going to take a little minute depending on how good or bad your RNG is for you to complete this mission. But yeah, I'm going to cut it here and I'll see you guys once we've killed enough of these guys to complete. And just be careful because they are going to hit hard. Like if I show you, like one person hitting you isn't that bad, but if you let a group hit you, as you saw there, it can be pretty damaging. But anyway, I'm going to cut here and I'll see you guys after we finish this one. Alright, so we are at the next part. I'm going to be ending pretty much right around here. Well, exactly right around here. We're going to accept this next mission. And as you can see, we got ourselves our next accessory. Small upgrade to the Trent accessory. Do not throw this away. Do not throw Trent accessories away. You're going to need them later. This is really easy to upgrade as well. I'll show you guys how to upgrade this later when we finish the Valencia Questline, because we're still missing some materials because it requires specific upgrade materials for this ring. But anyway, that will be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. I'm going to go cook that badass hash brown now, and I will catch you guys in episode 12.